When you're looking for a local business, a 5-star rating is what you hope for. But a perfect 5.0 score across dozens and dozens of reviews, that's almost unheard of. So, what does it really take for a small business to be so completely and universally loved? Today, we're going to find out. We're diving into the amazing story of a baby photographer in Kolkata who's done just that.
And here it is, Niddledy Noddledy, a perfect 5.0 rating from 77 different people. I mean, that's not just good, it's practically a miracle in the online world. Think about it. We live in an age where one bad day, one tiny slip-up can earn you a 1-star review. So to have this level of consistency, it just speaks volumes. It's truly remarkable.
So yeah, that's the big question, isn't it? How does this happen? What is the secret sauce here? Is it some genius marketing plan, a huge ad budget, or is it something else, something a lot more human? Well, it turns out the answer has been hiding in plain sight this whole time. It's right there in the reviews themselves. If you look at the common threads, the patterns, and what all these moms are saying, you can actually piece together the anatomy of this perfect score. The secret isn't a business formula, it's a feeling, and we're about to break it down. Okay, so the first thing you see, and it's probably the most important, is this theme that pops up again and again. It's all about the personal qualities of the photographer, Sachunda. It's not just about her skill with a camera, it's about who she is as a person. This is the bedrock of everything else. What's really fascinating is how often the word patient shows up. I mean, review after review. This one from Shreyasi Gupta about her hyperactive 2-year-old is just a perfect example. Come on, anybody who's been around a toddler knows patience in that situation isn't just a virtue, it's basically a superpower. And that patience, it clearly comes from somewhere deeper. Priya Ghosh calls her a natural. She talks about the ease with which she handled her newborn. So this isn't just about waiting around for the right shot. This is about creating this bubble of safety and calm that both the baby and, just as importantly, the parents can actually feel. And this really gets to the core of this first theme. Her clients don't just see her as some person they hired. As Urvashi Verma puts it, they see someone who brings heart into every frame. It's that real, genuine human connection that turns what could be a simple transaction into a relationship they treasure. So, you have this foundation of personal care and real connection. But how does that actually translate into the photo shoot itself? Well, that brings us to theme number 2, creating an environment that is intentionally, purposefully joyful and completely stress-free. Especially for new parents who, let's be honest, have enough to worry about already. Listen to what Sukanya Chakrabarti says here. It just captures it perfectly. Personal, joyful, and stress-free. But that last part is the kicker. There was never any rush. In a world that is always, always rushing us, she creates a space where time just slows down. It matches the pace of a baby, which is exactly what you need. And this feeling, it's not an accident. It is meticulously designed. The reviews basically give us the recipe. They talk about a cozy, baby-friendly atmosphere. They mention a private room for feeding, which gives new moms so much comfort and dignity. And here's a huge one. She only works with one family at a time. This ensures they never feel like they're just another appointment on the calendar. It's all these little, thoughtful things that add up to create this experience of total calm. And this quote, wow. It just sums it all up, right? Madhuri Manag says it doesn't feel professional, it feels like home. And that's the whole secret to getting those beautiful natural shots, isn't it? Making people so comfortable they forget they're even at a photo shoot in the first place. Okay, so you have this amazingly patient and caring photographer. She creates this joyful, totally relaxed environment. What's the end result of all that? Well, that leads us right into our third and final theme, the photos themselves and the deep emotional value they hold for these families. And the artistic quality, it's obviously off the charts. People don't just say the pictures are nice, they use words like magical. Rahul Kumar Chaudhary says they look like they were taken out of a fairy tale. That's elevating a simple portrait into a genuine piece of art. But fairy tale is really just the surface. As you keep reading the reviews, you realize that for these families, these photos represent something so much deeper, so much more meaningful than just a pretty picture to hang on the wall. And Sukanya, who we heard from before, she puts it perfectly. These aren't just pictures. They're memories preserved beautifully. That's what people are actually paying for. Not a digital file, not a print. They're buying a piece of their family's history, frozen in time forever. And I'm not sure anyone says it better than Annie Egerwall, who's been a client for years. She calls Suchanda a storyteller, a magician. She's not just clicking a button. She's capturing the very soul of childhood and giving these families a treasure that they will hold on to for the rest of their lives. So as we pull all these threads together, what have we learned? The secret to Niddledy Noddledy's perfect 5-star rating, well, it's not some complicated industry secret at all. It's a clear, simple formula built on genuine human emotion.
It really does boil down to these 3 steps, and each one builds directly on the last. It all starts with her character, that unwavering patience and genuine care. That personal foundation makes it possible to build step 2, a joyful, stress-free space. And only inside that safe, happy space can you get to step 3, capturing not just pictures, but timeless, cherished memories.
This final quote from Ananya Rakshit, it really just hits you, doesn't it? The photos become this source of recurring joy for the whole family. And when your client tells you that thank you is an understatement, you know you've given them something truly, truly priceless. And so that leaves us with one final thought to ponder. We live in a world that just moves so incredibly fast. Moments fly by, and so many of them get forgotten. So what is the real value, the true worth of stopping time, just for an instant, to capture a memory that will last forever? That's something really worth thinking about.